All right, good morning. Welcome back, AT&T Sportsnet. I love all these sports, folks. A little drag racing going on there. Hey, it's a race to the finish, 1 o'clock this afternoon. But we begin shortly with CBS Radio News. My producer, Michael Carr, working hard overnight. We got a lot of good stuff to get to. Of course, we'll start off with CBS Radio News and the big headlines of the day. Then the AccuWeather forecast. Chilly yesterday. How long will it last? This kind of cool weather we're having. We'll let you know. Now, sports begins at 5:15. Our Buccos, they have a tough time with these teams they should be beating, but they lost to San Diego. Garrett Cole took the loss. He's now 9-8. They're back to 5.5 out. Speaking of being back, much needed help off the bench. Sean Rodriguez is back with the Pirates. I think that's good news. Jamison tie on 135 today, PNC Park. Great day to get to the ballpark. 1-800-5 for those tickets. And of course on 93.7 The Fan. What else? Thomas Peters, Zach Johnson, 9 under, one-shot lead. Heading into the final round, this week's PGA Tour stop. It's the World Golf Championships at the beautiful Firestone Country Club in Akron, Ohio. NASCAR, always a exciting day for those folks on Sunday. And today it's Watkins Glen. That's what they're going to be racing at today. And how about this story? Usain Bolt, the greatest sprinter of all time, his final appearance. He gets beat by American Justin Gatlin, but what an amazing career for Usain Bolt. We're going to be talking about that this morning as well. All of those stories, and we're going to get to them in detail throughout the morning, 5:15 every half hour up until 7:45. And of course, Coos Market Black and Gold Sunday Show. Now, big stories developing. You remember Whitewater, Monica Lewinsky, President Bill Clinton, grand jury. Well, a lot of people thinking grand jury now. Special investigator this time, Robert Mueller. Connections, if at all, and should the president start worrying about where this investigation into the possibility of Russian collusion is headed? Speaking of the president, the four detractors that a lot of people are talking about, the libertarian lenders, the moderate wing, the bipartisan advocates, and also the Twitter opposition. And the UN ambassador to the United Nations, Nikki Haley, says we will do anything to stop North Korea. We're going to discuss that. Are those fighting words? And the last thing we're going to be looking at today, the great city of Baltimore, like many cities, suffering from a lot of homicides. Well, there was an advocate who said, look, let's go 72 hours without someone being murdered. 40 hours into this so-called ceasefire, a 24-year-old was gunned down in cold blood. So the question is, can we stop these murders in our inner cities? And if not, how do we learn to live with it? All of this in your weekend magazine, too. Sunday morning, Rob Pratte. It's a tradition. News Radio 1020 KDKA. Good morning.